Insulin is a vital hormone in our bodies. It acts like a master key, unlocking our cells to let energy in. Think of the food you eat, especially carbohydrates like bread, pasta, and fruits. Your body breaks these down into a simple sugar called glucose. This glucose travels through your bloodstream, ready to be used as fuel. However, glucose cannot enter your cells on its own. It needs help. This is where insulin, produced by an organ called the pancreas, steps in to perform its crucial job, ensuring every part of you gets the power it needs to function correctly. The process is quite elegant and happens every time you eat a meal. As glucose levels rise in your blood, your pancreas gets a signal. It responds by releasing just the right amount of insulin. This insulin then travels through your bloodstream, searching for cells that need energy. It binds to receptors on the surface of these cells, much like a key fitting into a lock. Once the key turns, a doorway opens, allowing the glucose to move from the blood and into the cell. This simple yet essential action keeps your blood sugar levels stable and provides your body with immediate energy. Without insulin, your body's cells would starve, even with plenty of glucose available in the blood. It's not just about immediate energy, though. Insulin also plays a role in storing energy for later. When you have more glucose than you need right away, insulin helps your liver and muscles store the excess. This stored form, called glycogen, can be tapped into later when you need a quick burst of energy, like during exercise or between meals. This careful management system ensures you have a steady supply of fuel throughout the day and night, maintaining balance within your body. So you can see insulin is more than just a single-function hormone. It is a master regulator of your body's metabolism. It controls how your body uses and stores the energy it gets from food. By facilitating the entry of glucose into cells, it powers everything from your brain's thoughts to your heart's beat. It keeps your blood sugar from getting too high, which can be dangerous over time. A healthy, responsive insulin system is fundamental to your overall well-being and long-term health, acting as a silent, hard-working guardian of your internal balance. Now imagine that the locks on your cells start to get rusty or jammed. The insulin key still exists, and it tries to open the door, but the lock doesn't turn as easily as it used to. This is the simplest way to understand insulin resistance. Your body's cells, particularly in the muscles, fat, and liver, stop responding properly to the insulin that your pancreas is producing. They become resistant to its signal. It's not that you don't have enough insulin. In fact, your body may be producing even more of it to compensate for the poor response from the cells. To overcome this resistance, your pancreas has to work much harder. It senses that the blood sugar levels are not going down as they should, so it pumps out more and more insulin in an attempt to force the cell doors open. For a while, this can work. The extra insulin might be enough to keep your blood sugar in a normal range. However, this is a temporary solution that puts a tremendous strain on your pancreas. This state of high insulin levels in the blood is known as hyperinsulinemia, and it's a clear sign that your body is struggling to manage its energy. Over time, this constant overwork can cause the pancreas to wear out. It may eventually reach a point where it can no longer produce enough insulin to overcome the cell's resistance. When this happens, the system fails. Glucose can no longer get into the cells effectively, so it starts to build up in your bloodstream. This is when blood sugar levels rise above the normal range, leading to a condition known as prediabetes. If left unmanaged, prediabetes can progress to type 2 diabetes, a serious chronic condition with long-term health consequences. What causes these locks to get jammed in the first place? While genetics can play a role, lifestyle factors are often the primary drivers. A diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can contribute significantly. Lack of regular physical activity is another major factor, as exercise helps make cells more sensitive to insulin. Excess body weight, especially fat stored around the abdomen, is also strongly linked to insulin resistance. These factors create an environment in the body that makes it harder for insulin to do its job effectively. The good news is that you have a great deal of power to prevent or even reverse insulin resistance. The most effective strategies involve simple, consistent changes to your daily habits. One of the best things you can do is to get moving. Regular physical activity makes your cells more sensitive to insulin. This means your body doesn't have to produce as much of it to keep your blood sugar in check. You don't need to run a marathon. Even brisk walking for 30 minutes most days of the week can make a huge difference in how well your body uses insulin. Your diet is another powerful tool. Focus on eating whole, unprocessed foods. Fill your plate with a variety of vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Foods rich in fiber like beans, lentils, whole grains, and nuts are particularly beneficial. Fiber slows down the absorption of sugar, which helps prevent the sharp spikes in blood glucose that can strain your insulin system over time. Try to limit your intake of sugary drinks, refined carbohydrates like white bread and pastries, and heavily processed snacks. These foods can contribute to the development of insulin resistance. Managing your weight is also crucial, especially if you carry extra weight around your midsection. Losing even a small amount of weight, just 5 to 7% of your body weight, can significantly improve your insulin sensitivity. This doesn't require a drastic or unsustainable diet. Combining regular exercise with a balanced, whole foods-based eating plan is the most effective and healthy way to achieve and maintain a weight that is right for you. Think of it not as a diet, but as a permanent shift toward a healthier way of living that supports your body's natural processes. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of getting enough quality sleep. Poor sleep and chronic stress can disrupt your hormones, including those that regulate blood sugar and appetite. This can make your body more prone to insulin resistance. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of restful sleep per night. Find healthy ways to manage stress, such as practicing mindfulness, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. These simple, actionable steps work together to keep your insulin system functioning smoothly, protecting your health for years to come. While lifestyle changes are incredibly powerful, it's important to remember that they are part of a larger picture of your health. Sometimes, you may need professional guidance to understand what's happening inside your body. If you are feeling unwell, persistently tired, or have concerns about your risk for insulin resistance or diabetes, it is always best to seek medical advice. Symptoms can be subtle or non-existent in the early stages, so a professional evaluation is the only way to know for sure. Don't hesitate to schedule an appointment with your doctor or a qualified healthcare provider. Your doctor can perform simple blood tests to check your blood glucose and insulin levels. These tests can reveal if you have insulin resistance or prediabetes, even before you notice any symptoms. An early diagnosis is a significant advantage. It gives you the opportunity to make proactive changes before the condition progresses to type 2 diabetes. Your doctor can provide personalized advice based on your specific health profile, family history, and lifestyle. They can help you create a realistic and effective plan to improve your health and get your body back in balance. If you have a family history of diabetes or other risk factors like high blood pressure or high cholesterol, regular checkups are even more critical. These conditions are often linked, and managing one can positively impact the others. Your healthcare provider can help you navigate these interconnected health issues. They can guide you on the best diet and exercise plan for your needs and, if necessary, discuss medication options. Remember, your doctor is your partner in health, there to provide support, information, and expert care tailored just for you. Ultimately, you are the most important advocate for your own health. Listening to your body and taking your concerns seriously is a sign of strength. Putting off a visit to the doctor out of fear or uncertainty only delays potential solutions. Taking that step to get checked is a positive, empowering action that puts you in control of your well-being. So if you have any worries at all, make the call. A conversation with a healthcare professional can provide clarity, peace of mind, and a clear path forward to a healthier future.